G'day guys, if you're enjoying the MacPack podcast half as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you, the best way that you could help us out is by passing it on to a friend.
That's right. Share a little clip or send them the full show and say, skip to this minute mark for the greatest laugh of your of your Friday. Brighten up their Friday by sending them a link to the MacPack.
Exactly right. G'day and welcome to the MacPack.
We're back.
My name is Jay McKenna, and to my left this weekend, we're the man on the panel most likely to utilise plastic. It's my little brother Joe. How are you, your boy?
Yeah, plastic. I use it. Sue me.
And to my right, coming in at 6'1", as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you, mate?
Plastic chats up first, and then we're cracking on with Dad for the Father's Day special.
Dad Pod, episode 259. Dad Pod.
Daddy, oh.
Dad Pod, in light of Father's Day being on Sunday. We've done this a few years in a row now.
That's right. We had so much fun with him last year. We thought, let's make this a bloody annual thing. And I said annual thing.
We're getting Franky Mac back on the pod to tell us stories about yesteryear.
Yes.
He seems to really enjoy not only telling them, but the level of attention they got after he told them. We'll be chatting about that when he comes on in a little bit. Boys, massive ep. Let's get into it. Boys.
Domingo.
How are we all? Well,
Fired up,
Yeah,
Dad.
absolutely fired up.
We're doing shoulder slapping.
I love
Start
just
of-
firing Joey out with a little bit of a physical firing.
You got to get your touch in.
Yeah.
You know how like
Yeah.
in the locker room before a
Don't
footy
count
game.
your touches. Make your touches count.
In the locker room before the footy games, like the players like kind of like bang chests.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like,
what me and Joe do.
practice tackling.
Yeah.
That's you and Joe.
Yeah, we just slap each
Yeah.
other silly before the. Sometimes I do it in the intro. That's when I throw to him and I just give him one of these ones, just a gentle noogie on the old.
Sometimes I'll just sort of clock him in the jaw.
Get him one good.
How is plastic is fantastic is what I've always been told from the Barbie song. What was that song called?
Barbie.
No,
I'm
let's
a
go.
Barbie girl.
Yes, that's it. Say that again.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Someone put that on a t-shirt.
Whereabouts?
Beg your pardon?
In a Barbie world. Come on, boys.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's
it's the next line of the song,
yeah, it's not
lads.
as funny as the first line.
Yeah, whereabouts?
But yeah, apparently plastic.
No.
He's picking on me already. The show's just began.
Plastic is fantastic. The song continues. If you continue to look at the lyrics.
That's right. We're going to have Dad on the show, but first, let's break
Oh
down.
yeah, let's do Barbie girl stuff first.
Let's throw the bloody handbrake on and talk about this fucking hot off the press news that's just come across my flying and desk.
Who released that Barbie song? Just before we
Aqua.
get. What are they up to nowadays?
I think they got a big boost 2 years ago when the movie came out.
Yeah.
So from that, probably not a lot.
They should be re-releasing music.
People who are like that, where they're like a big one-hit wonder, like surely they're not making enough to live.
And the guy who goes, "Come on, Barbie,
Let's go, Barbie."
Like
Yeah.
what? He's obviously got a skill. That skill would translate to other things, I'm sure.
Boys, here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I think we should get deeper into the aqua.
Yeah, let's talk about Aqua more. These fish-shaped plastic soy sauces are being banned in Australia.
Oh my
No.
goodness gracious me! I did see this.
That's right.
I thought it was fake news.
No, it's bloody real, Jake. From September 1st, any...
That's today.
Yeah, I know. From September 1st, any plastic fish containers with a lid cap or stopper containing less than 30 mils of soy sauce will be banned.
Containing
they'll-
less than 30 mils.
Yeah, so it's like
Start
a big
making them contain 31.
31.
You're up from a touch.
Extra
don't ya?
mil.
I like that idea. But yeah, I wonder if you made like a liter one. Is that chill?
Well, I think don't soy sauce containers, because it's the same way as ketchup. You need to put it in something.
Yeah.
So I think big soy sauce containers must be made of plastic.
That's a good shot. It's a good shot. That's right, boys. They're going to be replaced with plastic sachets. Like, you know how like tomato sauce comes in a plastic sachet? That's what
yeah.
they're going to be replaced
That's
with.
not fun. The fish thing's fun.
Exactly
I would love
right.
to go to like fish and chips and get like tartare sauce in the shape of a fish. Don't you think?
Okay. That size or bigger?
Well, 31 at
They
least.
really hit the
31
nail on the head
grams.
with this fish design.
I
It's
love it.
Brilliant.
And the other thing I liked about it is, so when I would have sushi, you get a hand roll,
Yeah.
and I would take off the fish head,
Yeah.
and then you would, because obviously you have like a big roll, you don't just put sauce on the top or the bottom.
yeah.
you use its mouth to push into the roll, squeeze, slide up a bit,
And how effective
push
is that?
into the roll. It's good because then the whole thing has got soy sauce.
And are you finding that, or is it like just dense in one area?
no,
where
it seeps through
it does seep.
because it's just a little rice. Rice is good for a seep.
Okay.
A good thing with the fish thing as well is that when you squeeze and then you stop, it's like you need a squeeze for the stuff to come out. So it's like a protective layer.
Yeah, it's like a suction.
Yeah, but with this plastic little sachet, it's all or none, I reckon.
Why is it a fish? Is soya? What is the actual?
Because I think sushi is mainly fish.
Yeah, that's probably right.
But we only get chicken sushi traditionally.
Yeah, but that's because you guys are fussy budgets.
Yeah, that's right.
Can I have a chicken?
But
please?
the actual soy sauce. How do you say it?
Soy sauce.
Soy, SOY.
Yeah.
Sauce,
Yeah,
like soy milk.
exactly.
Tastes similar.
I think it's a bit salty.
That don't come from a fish, does it?
No, it comes from soybeans.
I just find it.
Why is that funny?
It doesn't actually. Soy sauce.
Yeah.
Does that come from soybeans as well?
But why would it
Well,
come
it's
from?
in the name, I would imagine.
But it's different to the milk.
Where do you
Milk's
think
like,
it would come
why?
from if it came from fish?
Where does it come from?
I just find it funny that they like. Surely someone in the meeting come like, all right, we're going to put it. How should we package this thing up? And they're like, oh, we'll just make like a funny little fish. And someone went, is Gary all right? Gary's not coping.
Gary's tripping out. Boys, the environmental minister, Susan Close. Are you familiar with Susan Close's work?
Clothes, yeah.
I am a clothes fan.
So, like, one theory that is being talked about is like, well, the sachets are still plastic, no?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those. Oh, but that. Yeah.
I think it's like the fact that it has like a tiny little lid and stuff as well.
They don't have the lid. Is that what they got an issue with?
Closey said that these sachets are still plastic, but they're much lighter weight and easier to dispose and a lot less wasteful.
You would think of all people, Closey would know that the importance of being able to close the sachet.
Bravo.
Thanks, man.
Also, maybe if, you know, like pollution, you see like the turtle gets his head stuck in the beer can thing.
Yeah.
Maybe this is because it looks like a fish.
Well.
If it gets into the ocean,
Surely not.
the fish are eating it.
Well, that's actually an actual thing that the article talked about. They said obviously the reason to get rid of these is to reduce plastic waste in Australia, but apparently there's a wildlife risk because of the shape that the fish makes. It looks like marine
Fish.
animals to birds, so they eat them.
Oh, so the birds are going after him.
Yeah. Even if they're on dry land, they think, oh, that looks like
Really?
a bird. Yeah, just because of the shape.
Looks like a fish.
The birds pick
Yeah,
up
it
all
looks like a
sorts
fish.
of shit. I was playing golf yesterday. A bird literally ate a bloke's croissant out of the packet. I literally, I turned my back. It just went in, foraged, started eating this thing.
Croissant.
And then, yeah, it was actually, anyway, we won't get into the details of that.
That's right. This is a world first ban. This hasn't happened anywhere before, and it's starting in South Australia and other Aussie states. Haven't confirmed whether or not they're going to follow suit yet. So you'll still have them here in WA.
So you must be able to buy these soy sauce containers in other countries.
I think so, yeah.
So they're not going to stop production of it all.
No.
I don't want to see them banned. I just think they're so fun. They're fun little cute guys.
That's what I mean, right? It's like one of the cute delicacies that you get to have when you're having a sushi roll. It's part of the bloody culture.
Yeah.
Do they do soy sauce in different forms, different packaging, don't they?
Yeah, like bottles. Bottles probably the famous one.
But like the little those little takeaway sort of sachets.
Those guys have a chokehold on the market for takeaway.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them because like you just go, it's free. That's another good thing about them. They're free. And you just sort of just dip your hand. They have a whole bucket. You know, you just dip your hand in.
I wonder, do they expire? Soy sauce containers?
Nah, they're going too hot off the press.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even if South Australia ban them, right, and there's no expiry on them, they probably have enough stock to last them like the next 20 years. They're looking around the warehouse going, the fuck are we going to do with all these?
Yeah. Joe, you're obviously the biggest sushi eater on the panel. How do you think this will affect you?
Very minorly. I think I'll probably, if it comes in all sachet thing, I guess I'll probably have to like just tip it in the top or maybe tip it on the packet and then dip it. I think it's manageable.
So you're not going to be marching in the street about
No,
it?
I think it is kind of interesting. This, you know, like we sort of talk about how there are a lot of cool things from the past,
Yeah.
and you see it, and it's like, oh, that's like a really nostalgic,
Yeah.
like a badge or you know those little badges that these have, like an up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
These like cool little old things. I feel like maybe all this plastic crap
Yeah.
will be like in 50 years. They're like, oh, look at this little fish they used to have. Like, that's crazy.
Well, funny story. I was actually looking for something in our like drawers the other day, our kitchen drawers, and I found a plastic straw still in its paper wrapper. And I was like, oh, that would actually do the job which I needed it to do.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Cheeky line.
but
It's
it's
the
like,
last one of its kind.
yeah, but I was like, it's vintage now. It's the
That
only
could
one
be
we
it.
have, so I'm
Could
going
be
to
the
leave it
museum.
there. Yeah.
It's good because they last forever.
Alrighty, boys. Very exciting moment on the podcast. The annual visit from Mr. Franky Mac. Now, keep in mind, if it's the first time ever listening, keep in mind this man is incredibly nervous. So bear with us. How are you, Franky Mac?
I'm alive.
It's still alive. 1 year later, he's bloody back on the show.
Defy the odds.
One foot in the grave and the other one dragging itself in.
We did put a small disclaimer at the end of last year that we're never sure when it will be your last visit on the podcast, but we're glad that last year was not it.
It's good to keep you guys on the edge.
Exactly right. It means people tune in as well because you never know.
Never know when it could be the last.
Exactly right. This time last year, I can't really recall what we spoke about too much, but I remember you enjoyed the show. But I think what you enjoyed more out of the show was the amount of fame that you may have received via the social media pipes,
What fame's that?
based on what you, based on some of the clips that Junior Boy cut up.
Oh, yeah. Went viral. Like COVID.
He had a couple clips talking about some work stories,
Some driving.
Yeah.
some old kind of outdated ways of living in Perth, which now are viewed as hilarious, as if they existed.
Yeah, it's almost like a narrative. It's almost like it's unbelievably. They're unbelievable stories.
Yeah, exactly. But to you, they're just the good old days.
Another day in my life.
That's right.
What has been going on over the last 365 days? What can you update all the fans on? What's been happening in your life?
Not a lot. Just surviving in the fast lane and all.
What's been the highlight of the last 365? What's the best thing that's happened since the last time you were on the show?
Not a lot.
Love it. You got a new job. You were now working in new jobs. What you were doing
I
before.
sort of finished up with one company and
We don't have to mention like
I'm
any of the
not going
details.
down that road.
No, we just
then I had a few months off, quite a few months off. Just test out the old retirement thing.
Seeing what it's like.
just interning as a retiree.
Thought I'd dip my toe into that area, and then I got another job, so that's a little bit different.
Nice. Are you liking the
Fantastic.
new gig?
Yeah, it was 2 days a week, and then now it's increased to 3. Which
Huge. They must like
Most
you.
days.
that's what happens when you're popular.
You get shifts.
You get an extra shift, a shifty shift.
Hell yeah. What's it like waking up in the working class, going to work all 3 times a week?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Less than videos.
Well,
every week.
it
How's
was-
the alarm? What's the morning routine of Frank on the way to work?
Well, it was a bit better when I was doing it 2 days a week because my Thursday was my Monday. And my Friday was my Friday.
Imagine that.
But now your Thursday is your Wednesday.
Wait, so does that mean Hump Day falls at around 3 o'clock on a Thursday?
Hump Day is Thursday night.
Yeah. Hump day is Thursday. And then Friday's Friday.
Hell yeah.
And what do you get up to? What's the preparation like?
Yeah.
Are you packing?
What time does the alarm go off?
Oh, too early, 6:10.
That is early.
That is keen, yeah.
What
What
time
time
do
do you
you have to be there?
start?
What time do you snooze until?
It takes me half an hour to get there, so I leave here about 7:25. And then I head down towards the coast, Fremantle.
Oh,
Hey.
must be nice.
And then I get there about 5 to 8.
Yeah, that's
So what are you doing for the hour and 15 minutes in between?
Easing into the day.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, true. There's a huge period
Yeah.
where you're not doing hair or makeup. And
Yeah, I am. Well, I've got to have a shower and
you-
tidy myself up. And then
Do you snooze your alarm?
You a
Or are you
snoozer?
straight
Nah,
up?
if I'm snoozing, I ain't getting up. That's
so you
another
literally wake up and then you have an hour and 10 minutes to
Yeah.
basically put on a shirt.
A shirt, jumper, boots. No, just me runners. Have a coffee, have a fag.
Just a cigarette.
Fuck.
In
And I think,
2025.
here we go again.
And what's your breakfast?
What's your brekkie?
A cup of coffee, bit of toast,
And what's on the toast?
butter.
How much?
Enough.
Yeah, you're kind of notorious for having the most buttered bread that anyone's ever
I like my
seen.
butter and a bit of honey sometimes.
And where does that come from? The heavy amounts of butter. It's almost as if
Could be the last bit of butter.
yeah, and like
Before the Germans strike.
Jesus.
Yeah, just in case they kill that cow, just want to make sure I've got my quota in.
it's like the bread will be like fully soaked in butter to the fact we're like it's melted
And
into the bread.
there's always a little bit that's
Swimming.
like can't melt.
Yeah,
It's almost like a full.
Too thick.
Yeah,
It's a
there's a
full
block.
sponge. Like a sponge is full of water, trying to sponge up more water. And it's like we got no room left. There's nothing dry in here for us
How
to
do you
absorb.
guys know how I do my toast? You guys are never out of bed that
'Cause-
time.
No, I seen it when I was a kid.
Yeah, you used to do our toast.
Yeah.
You're the reason I don't have butter on bread.
Yeah, 6-year-old going
You could
into
lean it up like that and just watch the butter drop off.
Yeah, 6-year-old going in to see the doctor. Like, this kid's cholesterol's through the roof.
I do vividly remember being young.
It is good cholesterol, but
Yeah, no doubt.
It is.
not the bad one, the good one.
Or
Okay.
I think the one on the Devondale's not great.
yeah.
Devondale extra fat.
Yeah, extra butter.
Extra cholesterol.
Double butter, thanks.
Not the good one. I do vividly remember, this would have been even probably before you were born, Riley, when Dad used to get up in the morning and put his boots on out the back, and I'd go out there and sit with him, and we'd have toast in the morning. But he used to have the toast. The toast used to be like rock cold, so he'd toast it,
Yeah.
and then it would go rock cold, and then there'd be butter on top, and the butter was as hard as it was when you got it out of the fridge.
yeah.
And that's still to this day, if I ever have toast, that's how I have it. I literally,
So it doesn't soak into the bread.
yeah, it's almost like just like a hard
on
piece of
top,
cardboard,
like
and it just
peanut
sits
butter.
on top.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
And it's really nice, but it's a bizarre way to eat, and I've never seen anyone else other than you do it.
Yeah, it's good to have butter. I don't know. Everyone's a bit wussy these days.
Has that always been your brekkie? Like even when you were working for full grunt work on the work site, it's not like a big protein high meal in the morning. It's
think
just
it's a-
bloody toast.
I
and
think it's a
coffee.
gram of
No
protein.
time for protein in the morning. Just a bit of coffee and a bit of toast, and then go.
Yeah.
And what about like working as a bricklayer? Surely you need more fuel than just
one
white
piece of
bread
toast.
and a heap of fucking butter.
Nah, morning tea time's about 9:30, 10. You'd have a hamburger, chips, and chocolate milk.
Can't
The
go
old
wrong.
9:30 hamburger.
And that would get you going right through to
There's
Where
your
would, you get,
protein.
where would you get the hamburger from?
whoever's the best shop in the area.
We talked about all this last year, lads.
We did.
Fair
We got
enough.
it.
But yeah, we talked about your bricklaying job, but I wanted to ask you about
Oh.
showbiz,
Oh.
What?
the film industry.
Yeah, we didn't touch on this last year. The fact that
Thank
you
God
weren't
for
just
that.
a brickie, that you worked in film and TV as well.
Yes, I did dabble in that area for a while.
He's a star.
There's a star on the screen, and you were in.
You were on the screen, yeah.
You were
Yeah.
usually behind the screen. You were in the camera department, but
Yep.
You-
Grips department.
you dabbled in front of camera as well.
Yeah, well, when they needed help, I said, yeah, okay, I'll help you out.
What'd you do? What were you in, and what were your roles?
I was a copper in a short film, Waltz Through the Hills. You saw that one.
Yeah.
I was 20.
Oh yeah.
When you're
Remember I said?
20.
Yeah,
You-
when I was 20.
There you go.
What did you do in that one?
I was went as an extra, and then they stuck me in a police uniform, which wasn't really that good for the social environment that we lived in.
Yeah.
And then I hit at the very back of the crowd, and then they pulled me to the very front and put me in. And then I worked on it for other productions, and then was Gary Sweet's double once.
Yes, a bit of stunt driving.
Gary Sweet. What's Gary Sweet from? What are some of Gary Sweet's biggest works?
Gary Sweet was in House Husbands for a long period
House
of time.
Husbands, Gallipoli. Did he do Gallipoli or something?
He was the bold guy.
Yeah, it looks like
Yes,
that.
he does look, a bit like, he does look a
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
So he's an old bloke. Old bloke.
What was your role as were you a stunt double?
Nah, he went off to I think TAB or somewhere. they couldn't find him, and they went, "Hey, you look like him." I said,
From the back.
"From a distance, about 5K away."
Just a white bald man.
And then they brought me this shirt and goes, "Oh, can you put this on?" I said, "Yeah, if you got a bigger size." They're like, a lot bigger. So that was funny.
There you go. What was that in?
What
That was in the circuit, wasn't it?
Circuit, yeah.
Yeah, I remember we came to one of. This is like the only real memory I have of being on set with Dad when we were kids. We were in Broome,
Yeah.
Yes.
up in Broome, on set of the circuit, which was an ABC production, right?
I think it was
SBS.
SBS.
SBS, and it ran for a couple of seasons. It was like a pretty cool like crime drama about like up north, and the scene that they were shooting the night that we went to the shoot was it was like a run through of like a riot,
Yeah.
and I just remember like not knowing what was going to happen, and I was only like I would have been like really young,
Yeah, 4, I think you were.
yeah. I still remember this very vividly. I just remember being so hot, and then the sunset, and then you guys were ready to shoot, and then it was just like this kind of like cafe scene outside, and then these teens just run through and start smashing all this glass and smashing the lights out of the roof, and I was like, holy shit, what is going on?
And do you remember what else was going on with that scene?
Yeah, same day, I think it was.
What?
With some of the actors?
There's another member of the
There's
family.
another famous.
Oh
member.
yeah,
Mum was in
Mum was
that.
in. Mum was on screen on SBS.
They have like no budget to get actual actors on this shoot. You're doing a bit, Mum's doing a bit.
Because I remember we went in, we wanted to be extras.
Who?
Oh, did
Us.
we?
Us, yeah, we went in there. We went into the casting office,
Oh,
and Dad was like,
Get 'em
"Fucking
in."
these guys like being insane," and he was like, "No, they don't have it, but her." It was kind of like the scenes like in the movie where it's like, "Me, I'm gonna be a star on the screen." That was Mum,
hell
and
yeah.
then she played waitress.
Waitress 4.
Waitress gets assaulted.
Waitress hides.
Yeah. From
Runs
straight
right.
hiding,
Screams
yeah.
from the crowd.
Yeah.
Some of the great acting. You have to find a quiff and check that out, Junior Boy, because it's
I think it's actually on like Stan or something. I went back and found that episode relatively recently. Yeah, there you go. The star of the screens.
Yeah.
Any other highlights from your film career?
Well,
Even behind the camera?
behind the camera, that was always entertaining. A lot of hard work being a grip. But I don't know, worked with Rebecca Gibney, Isla Fisher.
on what?
Oh, here we go. You're going to tell us the Isla Fisher story.
I want to hear
Don't
I want to hear the Gibney. Gibney gets mentioned a few times on this pod.
Yeah, she was on, what was it?
It's only a few weeks ago we did the Pack to Her Afters debrief.
Oh, is she the mum from...
Yes.
she's
Oh,
the
She was on Dancing with the Stars.
She's in the Hall of Fame, the Australian, what is it? What's that thing they do? Logies? Logies Hall of Fame.
Dad, tell us the story about Rebecca Gibney.
Well, we were at Rotto, and I was with Barry. I just met Barry Hansen. And,
First
Noel-
name, last name.
and I was-
Yeah, also in the Logie all of that.
yeah, well, he should have been.
Oh,
And he got the job over there, and I give him a hand for a couple of months. And then we ended up going to Rotto, and then we're near the lighthouse over at Rotto,
Oh, yeah?
and it was freezing. I mean, it was freezing. I'm hiding in the truck because it was so cold. I said, I don't want to fucking go out there.
and do your job.
Fuck that. Yeah. Tell them to come up here and I'll rig it here and they can go back. And then this chick was walking up this big mountain thing, and I said, who the hell's that? And the other guy I was working with, Orv, who's a bit of a famous grip over in Melbourne, he goes, oh, that's Rebecca Gibney. She's starring in this thing. I said, all right. Never really heard of her because we were about the same age, so it didn't really matter. It was bizarre.
So this was before Pact.
Well before
Well,
that.
this is like going back. I was 25.
What was the thing that you were shooting?
I think it was called Justice.
Okay. There you go.
That's sick. Alrighty, you tell me about this Isla Fisher story a lot. Everyone, Isla Fisher's a household name.
Is it?
Yeah, married to Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, yeah,
Borat.
true. Borat.
Yeah, she's like the iconic ginger Australian who's in all American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
classics.
Scooby-Doo and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, she was like Margot Robbie before Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about when you were working with Isla Fisher.
Oh, God, well,
You know the story.
it was a 13-week production, and I think I worked on it for about 10 weeks. I worked for nothing for the first couple of weeks, and then Barry goes, this guy's really good, so pay him. And then
Handy.
so Isla Fisher was on there a bit, and then we went to Rotto, and I was staying in one of these chalet things with this other guy, this camera assistant. I think Benny's name was.
Sounds romantic.
yeah.
Well, he was in with
Brokeback Mountain sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, it could have been. It was Rotto.
What happens in Roto stays in Roto.
Yeah, only the quackers know. And then,
Sorry, we can't afford to pay you
yeah,
that way.
yeah.
Here's Ben.
In cash.
And then Isla Fisher was there, and then this other young girl. There was a 16-year-old girl, and then there was a 14-year-old girl, and then I think there was another 15-year-old boy. They were the main stars of the show.
okay, good.
How good
It
stories.
was a kids show. It was a kids show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it was like a TV show that Isla was
yeah, it was
starring
called,
in.
no, that one was called Bay City.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, that was a different
Huge.
one. Yeah, Bay City, that was it. And then we were at Roto, and that was pretty full on. And that was when she got asked to go to Home and Away.
Oh,
Yeah.
she made it.
Yeah. Well,
But-
she didn't know what to do. And I said, well,
She came to hang on. She came to you for advice.
she used to hang out with Ben, and I was sharing this.
Sharing a bed with Ben. So.
No, he's only 16, behave.
I'm sorry.
And they were good friends because they're the same age bracket, young. And
Okay.
she goes, I don't know what to do. And I said, well, go. If you like it, stay. If you don't, leave.
So you're the,
Good advice.
So next minute she went. And that
So-
was the end of it.
so you're the reason Isla Fisher made it to the silver screen.
what he's saying.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would have said she wasn't sure, so I said, go for it.
There you go.
There you go. You also had another story where you told me about
Yes.
the like rap party you were at.
Oh, it wasn't really a rap party. It
End
was
of
just-
a shooting block.
Yeah, it was just the middle. Oh, there was, yeah. I don't know if I can tell that story.
Okay. You told me about 50 times, but
Yeah, I can tell you, but not on this shit.
not the masses.
That's
No.
fair enough.
That is fair enough. That's awesome. There you go.
Huge.
But it was funny working with them because there was the young actress boy. I forget what his name was, but
Actor, I think I would
actor.
Yeah.
And
Actress
the seagulls and the birds used to steal a lot of food out of your hands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he was sitting there one day with a sausage roll, and this bird came and just stole it out of his hand. And the next day, I said, "What happened to you?" And he goes, "Oh, this fucking bird, seagull, fucking took this food right out of my hands." So I said, "What are you doing today?" And he goes, "I'm waiting for that seagull." And he had it. He had this sausage roll, and he was ready to whack it with the other hand as it came in. And I said, "Good luck."
Imagine that being your entire day's itinerary. Just holding
Yeah.
a sausage roll, waiting for a seagull.
What are you
then-
doing? Getting revenge.
And then suddenly there was a big issue about these wild birds attacking everyone. And then I heard there was an order put in for some slingshots
Oh.
to sort the birds out.
While we're on the topic of work, I want to take you down a path, Dad, of a story you told me a couple of months ago, which had me cackling. It was a story about those old kind of like styrofoam eskies.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that tale you
Small
told me?
ones, but
Yeah.
But 6 stubbies in them.
Yeah. Can you remember
Yeah,
the story you
yeah.
told
We
me?
used to take them to work on building sites and stuff. I can hear it.
I can't.
Well, I don't give a fuck about you. I can hear it.
If your ears are attached to you.
Yeah. Well, that's the main thing. And at lunchtime, you take your lunch and you put a little cooler in there and put your sandwiches and whatever in there.
Yeah.
And then my old man had a couple of wild Kiwis working for him. Roscoe was one of them. He was mad as a cut snake. And when you went and had lunch and you come back with morning tea and you went off and then did work and then you come back at the end of the day to grab your lunchbox and walk out, he would nail it to the plank. So when you lifted it and pulled it up in the air, it'd pull the bottom out and everything would go everywhere. It was a bit of a sort of, they were cheap. They were only $2 or something.
Just destroying your friends.
Can you imagine in like the office if you went to grab your Tupperware and someone had nailed it to the bottom of the fridge?
All super glued.
It'd be hilarious, but that would go to like a.
Oh yeah.
I'd go up ranks.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
definitely chatting to someone about that by the end of the day, no doubt.
HR would be there.
Yeah.
We didn't have HR.
On the building
It was
site.
heavy and rigid. That's the only HR we had.
And there were 2 blokes that used to come and help out.
One on each end of the
Bash
plank.
And
That's
bash you if
heavy,
you did
that's
anything
rigid,
mean.
That's rigid over there in the corner.
Riley mentioned you might have a theory about something. Is that
I think maybe let's park it here.
Okay.
And when we come back, we'll talk about some family things that I want
Yeah,
to get
we'll
into
circle
next.
back.
Family.
Well,
Hey,
so,
family there.
All right, when we come back with Chat and Family. Alrighty, lots of conversations going on in the break, none of which I have any context. There's a lot of whispering going down that end of the panel, isn't there, Joey?
Yeah, there is. These guys are in cahoots.
Yeah, it seems like if this podcast doesn't go too well, and I mean the Mac Pack, it might just be Junior Boy and Dad at some point, just doing like a weird
telling tales.
50-year-old different of Hamish and Andy.
It's a need to know business.
Yeah, father and son. That could
Yeah.
be cute.
And you don't need to know.
So there's this theory that Dad has, which I kind of wanted to bring up on the show.
Okay.
Dad doesn't know about this. So, and it's something that comes up so often, and I just completely disagree with it. So, say if like I had a butter chicken frozen meal from Woolies, right?
Okay, yep.
And I bought it at the shops on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I come home on Thursday, and Dad says, "Put it in," and then we put it in the freezer. So say like the butter chicken lasts 7 days expiry.
Yeah.
And then Dad thinks that if you put it in the freezer, that expiry date disappears.
No, I do agree with him.
And then you
No,
can just
'cause-
eat it at any point in time, because like once it's in the
Within-
freezer, it's frozen in time.
Yes, I agree.
But I wouldn't defrost it and leave it 8 days to eat it. I would defrost it and eat it within 1 to 3 days.
Yeah, no, I agree. I actually agree with
Because
that.
once you freeze it, you're frozen in time.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Like if you ever jump in there, Riley, and we pull you out, you wouldn't have aged a day.
Yeah.
It's like water. You put water in there. Once it goes solid, that's
Well, water doesn't give you salmonella.
No, but that's the. I 100% agree. Once you freeze something, that's it.
Ask
You just
any-
put a timestamp.
Yeah,
on
what
it.
if it?
Okay.
Because I do it with chicken all the time. Like if I go to Woolies,
Yeah.
right, and I'll buy like all these chicken schnitzels, then I freeze them. You're meant to have them. If you have them just via the fridge, you're meant to have them within 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm having these things like months after the
yeah.
day.
Because if on the side of freezer doors, it'll say you can freeze chicken for
3 years.
10 weeks
10
or something.
decades.
Mince meat so much, steak this much, fish this much. It has a time frame.
Okay, so if
So
you
you
were
get
cleaning out
frostbite.
the freezer
Yeah.
and you find something in there and you're thinking,
Like a small
I don't
child.
even think that animal, I think the animal's gone extinct.
Yeah.
Like, are you chucking it in the oven?
No, you're having a big dinner party.
Yeah.
So at
nearest
what
to
point,
nearest.
like, if there was say, for example, if you bought like Christmas chicken
Yes.
and you're, oh, cool, I'll cook this up. And then you put it in the freezer and forgot about it.
Yeah.
Next Christmas, are you cooking it up?
No.
So what's the,
Yeah,
like,
what's your
It's
line?
like a couple of months. You look at it and you go,
Such a broad
you,
statement.
you look at it and it might have frostbite and you just go,
Frostbite.
yeah, that's what happens.
when it gets frosty? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it gets really fucked up. And then you look at it and you
I think
go,
that's what frostbite is. Isn't it?
you look at it and
When
you
you
go,
lose a limb.
nah.
Yeah, even if it has frosty.
Really,
Yeah.
real particles in it. And then you look at it and you go, I'm not eating that.
That's fair.
And you go, kids, dinner's ready.
But yeah, that seems to be the way. Dad reckons that if you put any sort of meat in the freezer and it stays there for however long, you can still eat it afterwards.
Because I think the idea is the bacteria can't grow
Yeah.
because it's so cold.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just times where like there's a butter chicken in there from 10 months ago.
Yeah, well, that I'd probably throw out. If you're eating it like within 3 or 4 weeks,
Question, mate.
3 or 4 weeks, I'd get onto it.
Okay.
What's the weirdest thing that you've probably eaten over the journey? You come from a pretty traditional Irish family. I'm sure mum and your dad would have made some interesting food over the journey. What's the weirdest thing that they prepared for you?
Not really. They didn't cook that good.
What's the worst thing that they gave you then?
Pretty well everything.
Can you remember your mum
was
making
your-
anything that you just absolutely hated?
Oh, God, no. Yeah, vegetables.
Just straight up from
Brussels
the
sprouts, pumpkin. Scary, like the big pumpkin. not
What was
the-
her
not the
sig-
butternut.
what was her signature dish?
It's just food. Steak and potatoes.
Bravo.
just food. She did a really
Basic.
good food.
Basic.
What's for dinner, mum? Nah, just be food. I want to
Yeah.
thought Frank.
Yeah, what you giving, ya punk? Yeah, there was nothing like the food you get now.
Yeah.
There was no like different
In the mic.
cuisines. In the mic.
Yeah, just so everyone at home can hear you. This is good gear.
Dad's
We want
getting
everyone
more
to
and more comfortable when he's leaning back and he's
yeah.
not moving the microphone. He's almost in a horizontal position
That
back
James Squire, carton of James Squire worked well. That's yeah.
I've got another thing. I'm gonna show you guys a photo of something,
Oh, God.
and I want you to tell me what you call it, what we call it as a family, versus what everyone else calls it.
Okay, weird.
So this,
Is this the photo you took today?
Please don't. People,
That one
You
will be on
don't
the
want to
YouTube.
see that.
this is okay. Most families would call this a heat pack. What do we call it?
Ah.
Oh, a
no,
wall.
let Dad. What would you call
It's
that?
a warmie.
Yeah.
Well, what do we all call that as a family?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
warmie.
warmie.
Weird.
I have
right?
taken that lingo to my house. I've mentioned that to Taylor. I just go grab the warmie, and that took a while to get to an adjustment point where you don't feel like you're a 4-year-old child going, "Can I have a warmie, please?"
See, she reached for your ass then. Give us a warmie.
Well, Nan used to call them hotties.
Hotties.
Oh,
I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah, I've heard her say that. I think that comes from when
Hot
you'd have
water
a hot
bottle.
water bottle. Yeah,
Okay.
Hottie.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
what they're basically from.
But yeah, I've never, and I would never say in front of my friends.
No.
Like, because some of my friends complain about it being cold at nighttime.
Yeah.
But I always sleep with a warmie, right?
Yeah.
But I would never tell them that I sleep with a warmie.
So what would you say? A heat pack.
I don't
He
say
wouldn't
it.
even say that. I'm
But if-
so cool I can handle the cool. The cool.
But if I was to refer to whatever, I would have to call it a heat pack in fear of being judged for this
Yeah,
weird
heat
name that
pack
we call
sounds
it.
like something that like a soldier would have in
Yeah.
the frost.
Or a nurse.
Yeah, or a warmie is something that like toddler has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mummy gets you.
It's the equivalent of having like an ice pack. You put an ice pack on a drink, but you don't put
Yeah,
like
you call them a
coldie.
coldie.
Yeah.
They grab us a coldie from me. Bald
So
hammy.
why did you and Mum start calling them warmies?
Because they're warm.
He's a genius.
Is that what your parents called them?
No, we had hot water bottles. We didn't do warmies.
Okay, and what do they call them? Hot water bottle.
Hot water bottle.
Fair enough.
And then we used to call the light.
At what point though did you decide to start calling a heat pack a warmie, or does it
Or is
just?
that something you said to us because we were kids?
Yeah, they were just, I don't know, because they're a new product. They've only been out 20 years.
20
And
years.
they're, a lot of massage people use them and they rub your back and neck and they go, I'll put the warmie on.
Oh, so they
Oh,
say
there
that.
we
So
go.
masseurs call them
Oh, it's a
warmies.
technical term.
Yeah.
It's an industry
If
term.
it's tax deductible, it's a heat pack.
Right.
It's industry lingo.
But if it's for your bed late at
product.
night, it's a warmie.
There you go. That's huge.
That's why you didn't learn anything listening to this.
Speaking of new products, you've obviously been alive.
Have you heard of the computer?
Have you heard of Google?
You've been alive through a lot of technology stuff.
Yes.
What technology when it came out were you like the most like? Holy shit! This is unbelievable.
Have you heard about the warmie?
Yeah. Where have you been sitting, Joe? Haven't you heard about the warmie?
Yeah, what really just spun your brain out?
Well, things are just introduced gradually, so it doesn't take.
Oh, but like the iPhone. Surely when the iPhone came
Yeah,
in, it was
electricity.
like, what the fuck is it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, when
The light
phones, when they had phones in cars,
What about?
they used to have this big brick thing, and you had to get it mounted in your car.
Yeah.
And that, not many people had them, but then eventually, 3 or 4 years later, everyone had like the brick.
Is it crazy to think that, as you mentioned, like years gone by, you
Yeah,
could
we've got-
install a phone in your car, and now you go to jail for using your phone in your car.
Yeah, I know, bizarre. Worked that
But
out.
was it like an old traditional telephone? Like,
No, you clipped it into your dash. I got one on my Effie still, the mount.
yeah.
And you just, it
They're
charged it, and then you just hit the button. If someone rang, you just hit answer, and then you just talk to them.
Okay. So it's not
You didn't have to
dissimilar.
talk, like pick the phone up and ring it.
Yeah, okay. Because I now watch like old TV shows and old films and stuff. And literally the driver is driving the car with one hand and they're on the phone with the other hand. And
Yeah, they
That's
talk about
not-
the car phone.
that's not that long ago that was happening.
No, it was like a huge brick. It was like a little esky.
Yeah, and you'd
plug
sort
it
of
in.
nail it down.
No, you didn't. It was too heavy to nail. But then you pick it up and you'd walk around the job and you could talk to people.
Yeah, nice.
There you go. Do you have any more tales from the work site?
Boy.
Yeah.
Hey. I don't know.
What would be like a classic, it's Friday, you're packing up for the weekend. What are what would you do?
You'd be sending someone to the bottle shop so you can finish the day off properly. And they'd run down and get X carton of beer or whatever, and then we'd all sit around after lunch and chat and go, great job this week, boys.
Give each other a peer review.
Work their asses off. But then occasionally if someone sort of snuck off to the toilet, which wasn't really a toilet, it was a little 1 metre square Colorbond tin shed thing with a hole in the ground, which was the toilet.
Right.
Where sometimes people in summertime used to go in there, and there was no door handle, no nothing. It was rough as fuck.
Well, so it's kind of like you built it yourself on the toilet. Like now you like call up a
Porta
company
potty.
to bring a porta potty, but you would just build this yourself.
Oh no, there'd be old tin ones, and then you'd have a pan.
Like an outhouse.
Yeah, like an outhouse, and it was just mobile. Went from job to job, a bit like the ones they have now, but they're much more civilized. And then guys used to go.
Where
in
would
there.
you shit? Just in the...
Well, you dig a hole and put lime in the bottom of it, and that's where it was, baby.
So every house that's been built, there's just like just shit
Long drop. That's what they
on
call it.
marble.
Oh yeah, at the front of every single old house that's been built, there's just shit under the driveway.
Yeah, you dig deep enough, mate, you'll find anything.
What do they used to do when they were knocking off on the Friday when they're in the toilet?
Oh, what we used to do, if like during the day, if they were, depends what they were like. If they were good blokes, you didn't really do it too much. But if they were wankers, they go. What they do is they stick a wall tie through the little metal bit,
Nice.
so you couldn't open the door or get out.
So you're trapped in a toilet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's stinking hot,
And it's
there's
metal.
400,000 flies humming out this hole, and then you'd have someone beat the shit out of the door, and you'd be thinking, "What the fuck?" And then they'd sometimes
With a shovel, right?
yeah, the back of a shovel, and then they would sometimes stick a hose pipe through the top where the roof was. Because it's just a big air vent out the top.
And what would they do with the hose?
They'd get wet.
Blast it.
Yeah, they'd blast them and hose them down while they're in there.
And did that ever happen to you?
No, I was the boss's son.
Good man.
What sort of positive things came with being the boss's son?
Didn't they? Didn't get trapped in the shitter.
I didn't get trapped in the shit. I didn't really get picked on. Came late, left early, so I couldn't be late twice in one day. So that was good. And I don't know, a lot of things being daddy's number one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any favourite memories from the work site? Anything in particular we didn't talk about last time?
I don't know. The whole journey was pretty entertaining. It's hard work, but you're all working really, really physical. So if you all chip in, it's not as hard.
Did you ever wish you were back doing it or not at all?
No, my body's a bit worn out now.
Yeah, that's
But if you could wake up tomorrow and feel completely fine in your body, would you go back to doing
Yeah,
that
I'd
stuff?
go back laying bricks. Yeah, it's good.
It seems like it does seem like a good.
You're outside in the
Fun
fresh air all
time.
day. It's just gnarly when it gets shitty weather like it's been lately, and stinking hot.
And it's fucking hard work. What piece of advice would you give to anybody who's, looking to become a bricklayer or doing an apprenticeship as a bricklayer at the moment?
I don't.
We might leave it there. Do you have anything else, lads?
Run.
That's enough for me.
That's so good.
Perfect. We'll come back. Dad is going to give us an everyday hero.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that be.
Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our everyday hero. Dad, take it away.
Okay, this week the everyday hero is a man that I used to work with and known for 40 years or something.
Wow.
His name is Deadly Headley, also known as Paul Headley in the real estate realm of Applecross.
Is he still? He's not still.
Is he in the real estate world?
He used to
No,
be.
who knows
No, he is.
what world he's in. But anyway,
One of the great guys. I have a vivid memory on my first birthday party, and Paul was playing
Yeah, he came with magic balloon making.
Yeah, he was made
Balloon.
balloon animals and he played the guitar. What's the song he used to play? It'll come to me. I often sing it and then I'm like, for whatever, I don't know who the actual artist is, but in my mind it's Paul Headley.
The public.
I always thought Paul had a really nice voice.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that.
He I don't know what it was. He just was really like,
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
well, not like that.
You could probably do a good impression of him.
I haven't heard his voice in too long, but we should get him to do some VO stuff for us one day, maybe.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Get Headley in the
He
studio.
does have a cool voice.
Don't you reckon? What do you reckon, Dad? Do you reckon he has a cool voice? Have you ever noticed?
No, I never listened to him.
Yeah, maybe I just heard him on the phone or
Yeah. No, it's for me, it's like the most distinct thing
yeah,
that I remember.
like he sounds
That
like
and the
he's
smell.
Does he smell?
No. Yeah, he just had such a sick voice.
yeah, he's a great bloke.
He's still around. Like, you know, you're talking
I
about
haven't
him like
heard
he-
him recently.
He's not dead yet. that I know of.
I haven't heard him.
I'll just check my messages.
What's
Crying
your
out
what's
loud.
your deadly Headley tale that we're going with
Okay,
here?
we're doing this. I was a few years ago now. God knows how long. Oh, maybe 10. And it's just around the corner for a few. We're doing a job in Claremont. We're doing it at some big mining guy's house, and we're doing all the under trough part. And we're working our asses off. It was a bit of a nightmare job. And it was summertime, so it was quite warm and whatnot. And Luke, my nephew, was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your cousin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Old Luke.
What a trusty trio as well. Yeah.
Luke Pastana.
Just first name, last name. We're just going out.
Yeah,
Haywire.
Leaky
so
boy.
we're working away on this job. And it was pretty simple. We didn't have any dogs on the job, which is good. So I'm working away.
What do you mean dogs?
Like literal.
Dogs. Well, I used to take dogs to work all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Poppy wouldn't get around the work site.
No, God no. So we're working away, and like I'm dressed fairly normal, and then Luke is wrapped up because he hated the sun. He looked like a.
No.
He looked like the because he had a tea towel around his head, and all he could see is his eyes because he's worried about getting sunburnt. And I said, mate,
What about like his like extremities, like his arms and legs? Would they still be covered as well, or was it just his
look,
head?
No, his whole thing. Like he'd have long sleeves.
Wow.
Do you look like the Invisible Man?
Yeah, but it was daytime, and I
It
could
was an
see
interesting look. I was on the site once, and I vividly remember it.
Like-
And I was like, "What the fuck is?" Like, it looked like he was taking the piss, and like all you could see was just his eyes. Like it was like he was allergic to the sun. But if you dedicate your life to being a bricklayer, you'd want to like the sun a
Yeah,
little
you got to
bit.
get like the sun. Fuck mate. Yeah. So Luke was. So that you came and saw him like with.
You don't have to back over that line, but yeah.
He was like a fucking. And anyway, we're doing this job,
Oh,
and the bizarre thing was, it looked like a bit like Beirut because there was sand piles and concrete chunks and debris
Okay.
and everything. And anyway,
I'm so nervous.
we're working away, and Headley goes, he was cleaning the mixer, and I said, yeah, no worries, mate, just tip the stuff over there. And somehow he threw a bucket of water in the mixer, and when he wasn't looking and he had bent over, the mixer had splashed out a mountain of mud and shit all over the back of his head, all the way down his back and down his legs. And I said, what the fuck are you doing, Headley? And he goes, I don't know, it just got me and I wasn't paying attention. So I think I went over and I said, stand there and I'll hose you down.
What was he wearing?
Pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a singlet or whatever, and work boots.
He often used to take the opposite approach and wear as little as possible.
Yeah, he'd be down to his G-string.
They
You
literally,
turn around and go,
Dad,
oh, G-string day.
Dad used to have
Pants on
photos.
Friday.
He used to have photos on his phone, and it was just Headley wearing nothing but jocks and his boots. And you're looking at him, and then Luke's standing next to him. And Luke's basically just wearing his clothes on top of his clothes.
Anyway, so I hosed him down, and he goes, oh, fuck, my jeans are wet and everything like that. And I said, look, man, take them off. That's fine. No one's coming here today, and it was quite and I said, look, no one's coming here today. You're fine. You're behind the wall bagging up and cleaning up and whatnot. So he peels off his shit, and he's standing there with his hat and his sunnies and his T-shirt and his jocks. And I'm working away, and I'm over, 10, 15 metres away. And I turn around, and all these people are walking down the driveway.
It's the
And Headley hadn't quite realised that these people were on the job. And they all went straight towards him because I thought he was the boss, which is fine because I said, go, don't talk to me. I'm a nobody. But I'm sitting there watching, and I said to Luke, I said, this is going to be entertaining. And Paul's standing there hiding behind the wall as a sort of protective barrier of his wire fronts, old man wire fronts. And me and Luke were rolling around on the floor.
And who were the people that came to talk?
Oh, the owners and things like that.
All right.
So they got to find out who was making their house.
Yeah.
You'd walk away from that conversation with a very different mindset as to when you approached.
I looked at him, I went, lucky you got good looking legs, Paul.
So this week's Everyday Hero is going to Deadly Headley for bringing a little bit of humour and frivolity, as well as his sexy, sexy legs to the job site. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another week on the Mac Back podcast. Very exciting news next week. We are being joined by a big guest, a big Australian artist who's probably one of the most successful Australian artists, at least of our generation, I'd say, Riley.
100%. He's got tunes that everyone will know, everyone will adore, and everyone has loved and listened to over the last couple of years. He's a multi-ARIA award-winning artist.
Yes.
Songs that have stood the test of time.
Songs that you still hear to this very day on radio every single day and then on TV. It's probably the most advertised song, not necessarily for his music, but it's just used on a lot of commercials.
100%. 100%.
Have you got any, should we get any guesses, Dad, who it might be?
Johnny Farman.
Would be a good get. Would be a good get.
That'd be huge. Maybe one day we'll get Big JF on board.
But next week, we are very fortunate to announce that we are being joined by none other than Ben Lee.
Oh, Ben Lee. Get around with everybody.
Australian music royalties dominated the scene for, I think, near on 30 years, I think we talked about, right?
Yeah, he started when he was young as.
Very young.
Like
yeah.
his
Two.
Close.
yeah, his hit songs, Catch My Disease, We're All in This Together, and Cigarettes Will Kill You all came out, I think, late 90s, early 2000s. So, and they're still getting around today.
Very much the soundtrack to us growing up as well, cranking like 96 FM.
I like Catch My Disease.
There you go. That's
Ringing
tick of
endorsement.
That's tick of
What's the other one he did?
We're All in
We're All in
This
This
Together.
Together.
That's the one from
Yeah, dig deep, throw well back.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. What's that one?
Because the ship is sinking. We're all in this together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Keep up.
So we're very excited to be joined by Ben Lee. We had this chat a little while ago. Some of the references we make may be a little bit outdated, but
We've been letting it sit in the can.
we
for
have
couple
like a
months.
good wine, letting it ferment and
Yeah. And Ben also, his track Cigarettes Will Kill You placed in the top 100 songs of top 100 Australian songs of all time on Triple J's count a couple months ago now as well.
correct. And he's just about to tour. He's got the
20th anniversary
Thank you,
of
Joe.
Awake is the New Sleep.
That's right.
yes, he's doing that across Australia. He'll be coming to Perth in November, I believe,
I
October.
believe
November.
October. He'll be in Perth, October 18.
So very exciting. We touch on all of that this time next week. So make sure you tune in, have a listen to us with none other than Ben Lee.
That's it.
Too good. Thank you so much for joining us, Dad. It's been an absolute ripper.
It's a pleasure, lads.
And happy Father's Day.
yes.
We barely even
Father's
mentioned
Day.
the fact that it's
Happy
Father's Day.
We're going for a nice lunch on Sunday.
Yes, going to the...
Don't say where.
No, we're not going there. Are we? I can give you a list of the places we won't be.
Any wish list items for Father's Day gifts?
Set for life.
Set for life.
Set for
lotto.
life lotto.
Okay.
5K
We'll
a week.
see what we can
Get you a
do.
ticket. We can't guarantee.
Yeah,
you
I
win.
want a winning ticket. I don't want a ticket.
Love
Winning
it.
one.
All right.
No, I'm good. I got everything.
That's fair. Jim Beam?
Got truckloads of that.
You've stopped drinking it.
No, I haven't drank for a couple of years.
Re-gift one of the ones we...
Yeah.
We talked about it on radio. The fact that Riley's now just taking his gifts for mates out of your stash of stuff you don't drink.
Yeah, I know. I have to go start going to their parties. I can get my piss back. They're not looking.
Boys, it has been an absolute pleasure until we do this time next week with Ben Lee. You right? Yeah.
Joey's got a low battery on the old recording device.
Hey.
Wouldn't be a backpack episode without Joey getting a little bit nervous about the battery.
Or a cable.
Until we do this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to...
Dad?
Give your mama.
Say it into the microphone.
Give your mama a hug.
It's Jeff and Al, but
Like a bear hug. To the death. See ya.
G'day, guys. Hope you're enjoying the podcast.
As always.
We're about to be enjoying the podcast anyway.
yeah.
If you are enjoying the pod, make sure to send it to a friend. And excitingly, there's a brand new feature
New feature alert.
on Spotify, which is that little box, little feedback box.
The box. We love a little box.
Settle. And on the on each of the episodes, you can plug away a bit of feedback for the show. So you can literally say specifically, basically give us some feedback specific to the show that you just listened to, the episode you just listened to. No matter what episode you're up to, ping us in that feedback, and then you can that feedback will then feature for other people who are catching up or they're listening to the episodes. They will see that as well, and most importantly, we like to see it. So if you can share it with your friends and write a few little words in the box, it would mean the absolute world to us.